Abigail, I can't believe you! How could you keep such big news from me? You could have told me earlier. I thought we were close.
I'm sorry, but I'm not sure what you're referring to. What big news? Could you be a little more specific?
Oh, come on. You can drop the act already. You're dating your CEO, right?
I'm doing what now? Where did you get that idea? Why would you think I'm dating her CEO?
Yes, and I don't think. I know, so don't try to lie to me. You went to a fancy restaurant with the president just the other day, didn't you? Did you really think that you would get past me? When did you two start having that kind of relationship? I'm so jealous.
How did you know we went out for dinner?
Oh, forget about that. It's not important. To be honest, I had a feeling about you, Abby. You're already 30 and don't seem to be in a rush to get married or anything. So I figured you must have a boyfriend or something. But I never would have guessed it'd be the CEO.
Hold on a minute, Melanie. You really need to slow down. You're getting way ahead of yourself. I'm still really confused. I think you've got the wrong idea. This is a misunderstanding. I'd be happy to explain if you'd just ask me.
It's okay. You don't have to lie or cover anything up. I'm pretty sure I already know what's going on. I'm not mad or jealous or anything. Don't worry about it breaking company guidelines. It's not like I'm going to tell anyone. If these rumors are true and you are dating the president, I totally get it. I wish you nothing but the best. But I've got to say, you've been hiding it pretty well until now.
Listen, Melanie, I'm not dating the president, okay?
I told you, it's fine. Don't be shy about it.
My personal life doesn't have anything to do with you anyway. Can you just stop spreading weird rumors and focus on your work?
Abigail, I can't believe you're still denying it. It's so obvious that you're dating the CEO. Come on, Abby, you can trust me. I won't tell anyone, I promise.
Melanie, please stop. I'm not dating the CEO, I told you. I don't know where you're getting these ideas from, but they're not true.
Oh, come on. You can't fool me, Abby. You two went to that fancy restaurant downtown last week, remember? And you came back with a smile on your face and a bouquet of flowers on your desk. It's so obvious that you two are dating. Just admit it already.
Melanie, I need you to stop this. I'm not dating the CEO, and I don't appreciate you spreading rumors around the office. Besides, that dinner I went to last week wasn't even the one I had with the CEO. That was a business dinner with clients, and the flowers were a thank you gift from them.
Yeah, right. Like I'm gonna believe that. You're just trying to cover it up now that I've caught you. It's so obvious that you're lying. Just tell me the truth, Abby. You and the CEO have been dating for a while, right? Just tell me how long it's been going on.
No, Melanie, I'm not dating the CEO, and I'm not going to discuss this any further. I need you to focus on your work and stop spreading rumors around the office.
Fine, I won't tell anyone. But I'm not giving up on this, Abby. I know what's going on, and I'm going to keep my eyes open for any more signs that you're dating the CEO.
Do you know how much work you have piled up right now? You shouldn't be casually texting me like this during work hours. I don't have time for this, and you certainly don't either.
Oh, come on. This is important. Don't try to brush it off and talk about work. I'll finish all my tasks, don't worry.
I'm not brushing anything off, but we really aren't dating. I think I've made that perfectly clear by now.
You're so stubborn. Are you really trying to tell me none of it's true? You're really not dating the president? If that's the case, then if I snatch the president away, you can't complain.
What are you talking about now? You're not making any sense. And again, this really isn't appropriate.
It's your own fault for not admitting to whatever you have going on with him. And unlike you, I'm still young and cute. I'm sure the president will be a piece of cake for me. I'll have him head over heels for me in no time.
Okay, now you've really lost me. What on earth are you talking about? Snatch the president away. Are you okay?
You know me. You know I've been looking for a rich husband of my own for ages. I've told you about how hard I've been trying with the dating apps and all of that.
Yes, we're all well aware of how much you're on those apps. I see you on them almost every day, even during work hours. You know what that leads to, right? It leads to your work piling up and people like me having to pick up the slack.
And I appreciate that. Thanks for always helping me get all that stuff done. I'm trying my best, you know? It's just that I'm good at multitasking too. And besides, life's not all about work, is it? Isn't finding a partner just as important? So if you want me to get more work done, you should be helping me snag a husband ASAP. You should really be introducing me to the CEO yourself.
I don't really understand what you're trying to say. Your personal life doesn't really have anything to do with work, and you're in no position to meet the CEO. Even you should understand that.
Oh, come on! Just introduce us! If you're really not dating the CEO, hand him over, please. Then I won't touch dating apps anymore, I promise. And I'll work super hard every day. I won't let any work pile up, I promise.
I don't know where to start with this. I'm not dating the president, and all I'm asking you to do is finish your own work. That really shouldn't be too much to ask of you. That's what you were hired to do. You really shouldn't be offering some kind of insane deal to do your own tasks.
Yeah, I got it already. More importantly, are you still planning to hide your relationship with the president like this? I've already heard about your cozy dinner with the president, you know. It's no use pretending anymore.
For the last time. Just because we had dinner together, it doesn't mean we're dating.
How are you still telling lies even now? That's it. If you can't even be honest with me, I'm leaving work early today. I remember I have an appointment I can't move, so I'll be off. See ya!
What the heck? You can't just leave in the middle of the day.
Please take care of the rest of the work for me. Just pick it up from my desk. See you tomorrow.
Hey, Yale. There's something I want to check with you. Is now a good time? Yeah, sure. What's up? I'm home already. Did something happen? Not really. I just want to ask you something. There's absolutely no way you're planning on taking over your sister's company, right? What kind of question is that? Of course not. There's no way I could do something like that. I can see what a tough job it is just by watching my sister. There's no way I could deal with all of that. I'm more suited to be an ordinary employee than a manager. And besides, I like accounting. I don't have any plans to move into management. Yeah, that's true. It's hard to imagine you as president. I know how much you value your own time, and you're really good at accounting. That's where your talents lie. There's no way you just switch career paths like that, huh? Yeah, of course not. What's with the sudden question anyway, Abigail? Do you want me to become the president or something? You're starting to worry me. No, that's not what I meant. That's not where I was going with that. I was just checking, that's all. You know I'm not a gold digger or anything. I just have this annoying girl on my team at work who keeps insisting that I'm dating the president of our company. What the hell? It seems like someone saw the three of us eating together the other day, and I guess the rumor mill somehow turned that into me dating the president. That's actually hilarious. Maybe it is for you. It's been a real pain for me. Not to mention a huge waste of time trying to get her to drop it and focus on work. How did you respond to her anyway? Of course I denied it, but she wouldn't listen. Anyway, I just wanted to check whether you're really gonna become the president, just to be completely sure this is all nonsense. Wow, it's hard to imagine how us just having dinner together turned into you dating my sister. Oh, or actually, do you think that girl just thinks I'm the president? Yeah, actually, you're probably right. That's probably what it is. It's still pretty shocking, though. Is that girl okay in the head? I mean, the president is my sister. Doesn't she even know the name and gender of her own company's president? I can't believe she'd get us mixed up like that. She's pretty crazy, so it's definitely possible. Crazy seems like an understatement. And there's another problem. After I tried to deny dating the president, she asked me to introduce her to him so she could date the president herself. What?
Are you for real? Is it really okay having someone like that working for you?
Yeah, tell me about it. And to top it off, she made up some excuse and left early today after telling me all of this.
Wow, she's really insane.
I think I should try explaining things to her again, don't you think? I should make it crystal clear how I'm not dating the president. I'm dating the president's younger brother.
I don't think you need to explain that again. It's not your responsibility. I don't think it's a good idea to get involved with that person at all anymore, to be honest. Just try and interact with her as little as you can. Only talk to her about work.
Do you really think that's what I should do?
Yeah, I do. You already tried clearing things up with her, right? But if she's not listening to anything you say, then it's pointless to keep trying to explain things to her. I think it'll only make things worse if you keep humoring her delusions.
Yeah, I guess you could have a point there.
You can't predict what some people might do or how they might act. I think it'd be best if you just keep as much distance as you can, in case she starts misinterpreting things you say and getting you in trouble with other higher-ups. Even if you explain everything really thoroughly, it doesn't benefit you. You're just giving her more words to twist. So you don't need to worry about anything, in my opinion. Just ignore her.
Do you really think that's okay? I'm worried that if I ignore her, she'll try and bother you next.
Don't worry about that. I have no intention of cheating on you or anything, if that's what you're worried about. If she messages me, I'll just take my own advice and ignore her too. I appreciate you not wanting to get me involved, but honestly, it's fine.
Thanks, Yale. I'm glad I have you by my side.
A stitch in time saves 9.
But you can be pretty corny, can't you?
It's not corny. It's true. The best way to stop this becoming a big deal is to just nip it in the bud and ignore the troublemaker from the beginning. So just keep contact to a minimum and it'll all be fine.
Yes, I'll do that. I'm sure she'll realize her misunderstanding on her own eventually.
Abigail, you won't believe this. I finally won! I did exactly what I promised to. I've done it! Woo!
What have you done? Are you finally done with the report that was due last week? It's pretty late, but thanks for actually getting it done on your own.
I'm not talking about some dumb report. I'm pregnant, and you'll never guess who the father is.
Congratulations, Melanie. But if you want to talk about maternity leave, you should contact HR, not me.
Come on, guess who the father is.
It's really none of my concern. Please stop messaging me about personal matters.
If you're gonna be so boring, I'll just tell you. It's our president!
What? I really doubt that.
So, do me a favor and please break up with him soon, okay? Because he's decided to marry me.
Melanie, I'm only going to ask you this once. Are you serious about being pregnant? You're not lying, are you?
Of course I'm serious. I wouldn't lie about this.
I don't want to accuse you of this if I'm mistaken, but this isn't some kind of joke, is it? You're not seriously suggesting that you're having a baby with our company president, are you?
Oh, come on! I didn't get pregnant as a joke. That's ridiculous. I'm really pregnant. If you don't believe me, I can send you a picture of my pregnancy test.
Really? You're actually pregnant?
Yes. I understand that it's hard to believe me all of a sudden, but unfortunately for you, my pregnancy is real. So I'll be the one marrying our CEO, not you. We're gonna live such a blessed life. I heard he was thinking of moving to Beverly Hills.
This joke has gone too far. It's really not acceptable. Please just tell me the truth. Up until now, I let all the personal conversations you've had with me slide, despite constant warnings about how inappropriate they are. But at this point, I will report it to the company. I can't work with someone who doesn't understand what I'm trying to tell you right now.
Do you really think you can talk to me like that? I'm about to become the wife of our CEO soon, you know? Don't try and send me vague threats like that, or you be the one who should be worried for her job. I'll show my future husband these messages. Don't come crying to me if you get fired, okay?
You should really be careful how you speak to me, Melanie.
Please stop acting like you're the one dating the CEO. That's basically over already. I'm pregnant with his child, you know. Even if you two had a thing before, that's in the past. He's obviously gonna choose the mother of his child. Which means I'll be the president's wife soon, whether you like it or not.
Our president is a woman, though.
Excuse me?
And she's already married. Let me just confirm again. Melanie, did you really get pregnant? Are you really trying to tell me that the president's child is somehow in your stomach?
What are you talking about? The president's a woman. You were just accusing me of making inappropriate jokes. Don't start making some yourself. The president's a man, obviously. Our company's huge and, like, super old. There's no way we have a woman CEO.
I don't know what you think normal is, but there are plenty of women running companies in this world. And our company is one of them. You really ought to know at least that much about the company you work for.
But that can't be true. You went out to eat with the president, right? You're dating the president, aren't you? This means you're dating a married woman?
I'm dating the president's younger brother.
You are?
And don't twist that too now. He's not an executive or anything. Her brother just works in accounting. Please don't make any more weird assumptions or spread any more weird rumors about me.
So, you're just dating some guy who happens to be her brother?
That's what I've been trying to tell you. The rumors you heard about me eating out with the president were basically true. I just had dinner with my partner and his sister. We get along pretty well. That's all there is to that.
Oh, I see. I thought it was just you and the president having dinner together. It sounded like a date.
Yeah, I can see why you would think that if you heard having dinner with the president. But if you knew that the president of our company was a woman, I'm sure you wouldn't have reached that outlandish conclusion.
You really can't blame me for misunderstanding. It isn't outlandish. Men are usually CEOs. Anyone would have assumed the same thing. No one would realize that their company's president is a woman.
Now you're just being sexist. You might be obsessed with finding a rich husband, but a lot of women work really hard to reach their positions. I would say you're in the minority here. Women are just as capable as men, and there's nothing at all strange about one being the CEO. And if you're an employee of a company, you should know at least that much about the CEO. I'm pretty sure everyone else working here knows.
There's no way I'm the only one who didn't know.
But enough with that. Let me ask you again. Are you really pregnant? Or was it just a lie you made up to try to get me to split up with him?
No, the pregnancy's all true. I really have a positive test. That wasn't a bluff.
Oh, really? Don't tell me something actually happened between you and my boyfriend.
No, that's not it.
Whose child is it then? At this point, you might as well tell me everything.
Oh, I completely forgot. I have to go. I'm gonna take the rest of the day off. My grandparents are actually really ill and I need to take some of my paid leave.
What? Your grandparents are ill? Is that grandparents plural? How many of them are ill exactly?
I'm sorry, I have to go now.
Yale. Sorry to bother you with this again, but just to make sure, you haven't heard from my weird subordinate, have you? What? Of course I didn't do anything like that. What kind of message is that? That's a relief. Do you remember the girl I was telling you about? The one who thought you were dating the CEO. Yeah, her. I talked to her the other day and she said something unbelievable. She said she's gotten pregnant with their CEO's child. What? With my sister's kid? Well, obviously not. That's not physically possible, but she is actually pregnant. Were you seriously suspecting that it's my child? No, of course not. I obviously believe you, Yale. I'm just confused. Before I could ask her anything, she ran away. I would never get another woman pregnant, you know. I know. Sorry. She really is pretty scary.
Don't you think she's just lying about being pregnant? That's probably why she ran away.
I hope that's the case. Sorry for contacting you so suddenly about this. I'll just see what she has to say when she gets back in touch.
Abigail! You'll pay for the child support, right? Or at the very least, the company can sort something out, right? You have to take some responsibility for this.
What are you talking about now?
I've decided to give birth to the child. I can't bear the thought of aborting it. But I can't raise a child on my own either. That's why I need you to pay for child support. I've thought about this a lot, and you're basically as responsible as the father.
Wait a minute. It's actually true. You're really pregnant.
Yes! For the last time it is. It's the child of a guy I met on a random dating app.
You had a kid with some random guy you just met, and you've somehow convinced yourself this is my fault?
Yeah. My plan was to get you to fight with your CEO boyfriend and then make a move on him. And after that, I could just pin the baby on him. But your boyfriend isn't even the CEO. Thanks to you, my plan's ruined.
Are you insane? Whatever way you look at that story, you're the one who's in the wrong. You should be contacting the father of the child, not me.
Don't you think I tried that? But I can't get in touch with him. He blocked me after I told him I was pregnant. I don't even know where he lives or anything.
I don't mean to be rude, but I still don't see how this has anything to do with me. I really can't follow your logic.
Don't be stingy. You don't need to think about it so hard. You can get money from the CEO, can't you?
What are you talking about now? I can really never guess what you're gonna say next.
Your boyfriend might just be an accountant here, but if you get married, you'll become the president's sister-in-law, right? You'll be family with their CEO, won't you?
Well, that's true, but what does that have to do with anything?
You said you get along well with her, right? So can't you call in a favor and ask her for some money to help me raise the kid? I'm begging you. We've always gotten along, right? You're like a big sister to me.
I really can't believe you're asking me this. After admitting to me that you were planning on stealing my boyfriend and lying about carrying his child.
Exactly! It's your fault I couldn't do any of that, so you owe me.
What kind of logic is that?
That's why I had to rush and get knocked up by some random dude. So you need to take responsibility for the misunderstanding and send me $20,000 a month for child support.
That's ridiculous. You've been gone without permission for a whole week, and you have the nerve to say that? Shouldn't you be more worried about even keeping your job at all?
I won't show up at work until you pay me. You should be the one worried about losing me. It'll be your problem if work piles up, won't it? If you agree to help me out with money, I'll be back to work right away. Otherwise, expect your workload to double.
You don't have to come back at all. Don't worry about your work. You'll be getting your termination notice soon.
I'll be getting my what?
The absolute nerve of you. I can't believe you're actually trying to threaten me with leaving. I wonder sometimes, what's actually going on in your head?
What do you mean by termination notice? What's that? Do you mean I'm getting fired?
That's exactly what I mean. I'm glad you're catching on. Your attitude at work has been a problem for a while. I reported all of your actions to the higher-ups, and as a result, you're being terminated.
This can't be true. What's the problem with my work attitude?
Everything. All you do is use dating apps during work and leave all the work to me and your team members. You took a whole week off without even applying to use any paid leave. Not that you even have any left to use anyway. No one's gonna miss you here.
How could you do this? I have a kid, you know? I'm gonna be a freaking mom. You and the higher up management have no hearts?
Our hearts aren't the problem. This is all on you. Your behavior and thoughts are not normal. You should really go to see a therapist or something.
What the heck are you talking about?
Well, whatever you do, it's none of my concern. There's no need for you to come to work anymore. We'll send your stuff to your house later. We'll even cover the delivery costs.
Wait, please. I really can't afford to lose my job.
Well, then, I suggest you start looking for a new job. And maybe in the future, you should consider the consequences of your own actions.
But what am I supposed to do about the child support?
That's not my problem. You're gonna have to work it out for yourself. I suggest you take responsibility for your own actions, for once in your life.
This isn't fair.
You're right. It isn't fair. We shouldn't have had to put up with you for so long. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have work to do.
I can't believe this is happening to me. I really don't deserve this.
Believe it or not, it's happening. Goodbye, Melanie.
Come on, please. Reconsider. I work super hard. Aren't you really busy right now anyway? Can you really afford to lose a team member?
You're partially correct. We can't afford to keep working while practically missing a team member. It's worse for us if you stay. You're just wasting a desk.
What do you mean wasting a desk?
I mean you don't do any work. We'd much rather get a new member in our team than try and convince you to take your job seriously. But your kid isn't at fault, so please get it together. For their sake at least. Anyways, thanks for the work up until now, even though it wasn't much. After that, Melanie officially received her notice of termination and disappeared without ever coming back to work again. I heard rumors that she somehow found the father of her unborn child, the one she met on the dating app. However, that man had a similar personality to Melanie and left, saying he had to suddenly move back to his home state to look after his sick parents. And after he left, I heard he practically disappeared. She couldn't get in touch with him again. In the end, I heard she went back to her parents' house and is finally working hard at a new job while leaving her child with them during the day. I hope she learned from all this and can become a better person for her child's sake.
Amy, how's the bed at the hospital? Is it nice and comfy? I hope it is, because you're gonna be there for a while. Oh, I guess you won't be able to reply if you're unconscious. My bad.
Kitty, why do you know that I'm at the hospital?
Oh, so you are conscious now. How strange. You were completely knocked out when the ambulance came to pick you up.
Would you please just answer my question? Why do you know that I'm here?
That's because I was the one that punched you and knocked you down the stairs. Oh, it felt so good to finally hit your ugly face.
So it really was you that did this to me. I was hoping that it was just a bad dream.
It was absolutely hilarious. Watching you roll down the stairs, I wish someone was filming it. The video would go so viral.
You're not even going to apologize? I'm badly injured because of what you did. My wedding is tomorrow. You've completely ruined it. How could you do this to me?
Oh, that's so great to hear. The wedding is canceled, right? My plan has been really successful then.
Actually, I'm still planning on going ahead with the wedding.
Wait, what? The wedding isn't going to be canceled? The reason I decided to injure you was so that the wedding would get canceled. Stop wasting my time and effort. I want the wedding to be canceled immediately.
I can't believe that you would actually go this far to cancel my wedding. Just how twisted are you?
There is nothing wrong with what I did. I warned you about this from a long time ago. I really don't want a woman like you marrying Keith. It's your fault for not listening. Is that clear? It's your fault. You shouldn't be ignoring the things that I say.
I thought Keith managed to convince you, and that you were okay with us getting married.
I am not okay with it at all. He's my precious son. I want him to get married to a woman that actually deserves him. He's just way too good for you. I wouldn't have had to do something like this if you had just broken up with him like I told you to.
That is not for you to decide. He would have broken up with me if that was how he really felt. You know that I could have lost my life if I landed badly.
That probably would have been the best outcome for all of us. Then I wouldn't have had to talk to or see you ever again.
You really are a monster, aren't you? I can't believe that you actually said that.
Well, that's how I really feel. You're a goddamn liar. You lied about living in a high-rise condo. I was shocked when I found out that you actually live in a rusty old shack. Those things are for farm animals to live in.
I don't live in a shack. I have no idea where you got that idea from.
There is no point lying to me. You can't deceive me. I saw you coming out of that shack with my own eyes.
Are you sure that you didn't mistake me for someone else?
I would never make a mistake like that. I told you that I saw it with my own eyes. I thought that you had some class when I first saw you. I guess all the pretty makeup and fancy clothes was just to trick me.
Actually, I put a lot of effort into my appearance every day. I work in the sales industry, so it's very important for me to make a good first impression.
That's also another reason why I hate you. Why are you even still working? A woman's job is to stay at home and support her husband. You're not going to be able to support Keith at all if you guys get married. I want him to get married to a woman that's happy to be a housewife.
I'm sorry that I am not the kind of woman that you hope for. I just think that the way you think is a little bit old-fashioned. It's very normal for women to be working these days. Me and Keith already talked about this before getting engaged. He told me that it would be okay for me to continue working even after we get married.
Oh my! All you do is make up excuses. It's very rude to talk back to people like this. Did your parents not teach you basic manners?
They did. But I will also try to be more careful in the future.
Like I'm gonna believe that. Anyway, I still want you to cancel the wedding. Is that clear?
I'm sorry, but we're going to go through with this wedding.
Oh my. You're talking back to me again. Why can't you listen to such a simple request? That's it. I'm going to have to hurt you even more then. This is all your fault for not agreeing to my request. You better not tell the police about any of this. If you do, I'm really going to make you regret ever being born.
My crazy mother-in-law, Katie, is really terrifying. I'm constantly in fear of her as I have no idea what she's going to do to me. My name is Mia. I'm 27 years old. I'm planning to get married to my fiancé, Keith, tomorrow. We're having our wedding at my dream wedding venue. Unfortunately, Katie really hates me and is totally against us getting married. I think it's because she's been a housewife ever since she got married, but she doesn't like the fact that I work a full-time job. Until recently, all she did was send me text messages asking me to break up with Keith. I really didn't expect her to physically hurt me by pushing me down a flight of stairs yesterday. Fortunately, my injuries weren't too severe, and I managed to leave the hospital a couple hours later. Keith came to pick me up from the hospital, and I explained everything that happened to him. He even offered to report everything to police for me on the way home. I didn't want to make this a big deal right before our wedding, so I told him it could wait. I decided that I would file a report to the police if she continued to try hurt me, physically or emotionally. What happened next was truly horrifying. I didn't think that even she would go this far. I also have no idea why she accused me of living in a rusty old shack. I'm really curious as to why she thought it was me.
You thought that you could finally go home, right? That's too bad. I'm not letting you do that, loser. Oh, that must have hurt so much. This time I made sure that you would have to stay in hospital for a while. Looks like the wedding's gonna have to be canceled now.
So it was you again? I'm just lost for words.
You're not gonna be able to walk by yourself with 2 broken legs. Cancel the wedding right now. You can also end things with Keith as well. I don't want you anywhere near him now.
You have really crossed the line this time. I'm not going to let you get away with this. What you did was a crime.
No, it was not. How dare you accuse me of something like that? I was just doing some exercise with my husband's baseball bat. It was just a coincidence that I happened to be near your house. I was taking a couple of swings with that bat and you got in the way. I really can't believe that you got in the way of me exercising. I've been really into baseball lately.
No one's going to believe a blatant lie like that. You kept on swinging the bat at my legs even after you hit me once. There is no way it was an accident. Now, I really won't be able to have my wedding tomorrow.
Yay! Finally! Those are the words I wanted to hear from you. How could you? You ruined everything. I've been looking forward to my wedding ever since I was a little child. It feels so damn good to see you break like this. I'm guessing that you're bawling in tears. I just can't stop smirking. I wish I could be next to you to record your miserable face.
You really are a monster. You deserve to be behind bars.
Say what you want. I was just exercising. I didn't think that my plan would work out this well, though. I really am a genius.
We were planning on letting you move in with us once we got married, but that's not happening anymore. I can't live with a monster like you. I'm sure Keith is going to agree with my decision.
I never heard about that. Were you seriously planning on living with me? I would never have allowed it.
Actually, we had discussed this with your husband, Alan. He was very intent on moving in with us. He wanted to keep it as a surprise for you. That's why you didn't know about it yet.
I wouldn't want a surprise like that. There's no way I could live with a filthy animal like you. I'm guessing you just wanted to move in with us so that you could no longer have to live in that old shack of yours.
I have no idea why you even think I live in a shack. You're not going to believe anything I say, are you?
Well, why should I listen to anything you say? You're a liar. Your words don't mean anything. The best surprise gift for me would be for you to disappear. I really want to cut ties with you completely.
I completely understand how you feel about me now. I'll do exactly as you want and cut ties with you completely then.
Finally! My dreams come true. I guess I should go out to drink to celebrate tonight. This is the best news I've heard in a while.
Where are you planning on going?
There is this expensive bar that I really love going to. I guess I'll be heading there tonight.
Which bar are you talking about? Is it located downtown?
There's no way I'm going to tell you where it is. You're probably going to ask the police to come and find me or something. I am not going to fall for such a simple trick like that. I'm a genius. You know that, right?
You really are smart, aren't you? Everything that you did to me today totally suggests that.
I am not planning on going back home until things calm down a little. Make sure that you tell Alan about it.
Okay, I'll make sure to tell him about it.
You should also give up on trying to get me into trouble for this. I really did nothing wrong after all.
You know that's not true. I am not going to let you get away with this.
You remember what I told you yesterday, right? If you report me to the police, I am going to make you regret ever being born. I really mean it. You better keep what happened between us a secret.
I don't care about your threats anymore. I'm going to make you regret hurting me.
Well, if that's the case, then I'm gonna have to plan how to erase your existence completely. You better be prepared. How was the breakfast at the hospital? I had pancakes today. It was so delicious. It was meant to be your wedding day today, right? It's so unfortunate that it had to get canceled.
Actually, we didn't end up canceling our wedding.
Whatever. Oh, don't make me laugh. Both your legs are broken. There's no ways you can even walk.
Actually, I'm doing completely fine. I'm getting married today.
So you're gonna take painkillers and attend your own wedding in a wheelchair? What's the point? That would just be so sad and miserable for everyone.
Actually, I'm not going to need a wheelchair. I'm going to walk down the aisle without any support.
So you're going to walk with 2 broken legs? Oh, you really are a strange animal, aren't you?
Actually, neither of my legs are broken at all. The woman that you attacked with a baseball bat yesterday was my twin sister.
Twin sister? There's no way I'm going to be tricked by a lie like that.
I am not lying at all. I was the one that you pushed down the stairs yesterday morning. The woman that you attacked with the bat at night was my twin sister. She's the one that has 2 broken legs.
There is no way I would make a mistake like that. I called your name yesterday night and you responded. That's why I swung the bat.
Actually, my sister responded to explain the situation to you. We get mistaken as each other all the time. You didn't even give her the time to explain anything.
I still don't believe you at all. The woman I attacked had the same hairstyle as you.
She has the same hairstyle as me because we both go to the same hair salon. She also has short hair like me because long hair gets in the way when she works.
What does she do as a job then?
She works at a local farm and grows vegetables.
So the woman that I saw coming out of that rusty old shack was her then?
You're correct, it was my sister. She told me that she borrowed the shack to store all her equipment. It's not where she lives.
So you're telling me that I mistook her for you?
Yeah, that's what I've been telling you.
Why are you telling me this all right now? You should have told me yesterday that I hurt her instead of you.
That's because she told me to keep it a secret from you. You would have tried to attack me again if you realized that I wasn't injured, right? She kept quiet about it so that me and Keith could have our wedding.
I can't believe that you would trick me like this. You filthy liar. You're pulling these dirty tricks just so that you can get married. How pathetic. I really want to head to the wedding venue and destroy everything, but I don't want to be caught either.
You're definitely not coming to my wedding. I never invited you.
How dare you say that to me? I'm going to be your mother-in-law.
Actually, you're never going to be my mother-in-law. Alan is getting a divorce from you. He's already handed in the divorce papers. And we're going to be complete strangers to each other from now on.
I don't care about that at all, actually. I was getting bored of him anyway. I already have a younger and more handsome boyfriend lined up. I'll just get married to him instead.
He's the bartender called Mike, right?
Whoa, what? Why do you know his name?
I was at the hospital talking to my sister when he suddenly stormed into her hospital room.
I really don't understand the situation. Why would he be visiting you guys? He doesn't know who you are?
He told us that he felt too guilty about attacking someone and breaking their leg. He came all the way to the hospital to apologize to her.
There's no way that's true. He told me that he was going to visit his parents today.
He wasn't telling you the truth. You probably would have tried to stop him if he told you that he was going to the hospital to confess.
Oh my God! He betrayed me. I thought that I could trust him. I just don't understand why he would confess to you guys.
I thought that it was strange that you managed to break both my sister's legs by yourself. She's very athletic, and you're basically an old grandma. Now it all makes sense. The two of you attacked her together.
Where is he right now? I really need to talk to him urgently.
He was arrested by the police around half an hour ago.
Oh, he's such an idiot. We would have been able to get away with this if he just stayed quiet. I need to hurry up and get out of this place. The police are going to start looking for me.
There's no point doing that. The police are probably outside the hotel waiting for you. Mike told us the hotel that you guys were staying at. It's already too late for you.
Okay, maybe I took things a little too far. I am really sorry about what happened. Could you please tell the police that our problems here are sorted and that there is no need to arrest me?
Now you're apologizing? It's a little too late for that. I'm going to leave the rest to the police now. They can figure out what the correct punishment for you is. I would like to focus on my own wedding now.
Don't be like that. I'll even give you permission to get married to Keith if you forgive me. I just really don't want to be arrested by the police. I want to avoid that at any cost.
That's not possible. You hit me and pushed me down an entire flight of stairs. You then proceeded to attack my sister with a baseball bat and broke both of her legs. Both of those things are a very serious crime. We could have lost our lives if things went badly. I really don't understand why you thought it would be okay for you to do what you did.
How about we blame all of this on Mike, then? I think that's a great idea. You can help convince the police that it was all his fault, right? He's already been arrested, after all.
You really are scum, aren't you? I'm sure the police have already heard what happened from him.
But if you can convince the police that it was all him, then I should be able to escape.
There's no reason for me to do that at all. You need to be punished for your actions.
You're like the only person I can depend on. Now that my boyfriend's been arrested, I have no one to support me. I don't have any money either. He's always paid for everything because he's very wealthy.
That's not what he told us. He said that he was in a huge amount of debt because he opened his own bar. He was saying he was stressed out, and that was one of the reasons he went with your plan to attack me. His future doesn't look very bright at all.
How come I've never heard about this? I had no idea he was in debt.
Apparently, he has around $25,000 in debt.
What? He was always telling me about how successful his bar was.
I think that he was just trying to impress you.
I just don't know what to say. I thought I could live a luxurious life if I got married to him.
Well, that's not going to happen. You better start working as well after you come out of prison.
Did you just say prison? Are you serious?
I think it's a possibility.
No, I wouldn't be able to survive a single night in prison. I also don't want to get divorced from Alan anymore. I'll stay with him. We'll both move in with you guys once you and Keith get married.
I thought that you hated me and didn't want to live with me.
I changed my mind. I finally realized what a wonderful person you are.
It's interesting to see you change your opinion of me so quickly.
I really can't imagine myself working. I basically never worked a full-time job in my life. I got married when I was young and became a housewife right away. I'm not getting married to that idiot bartender now that I know he's in debt.
Yeah, I know you've never worked before. One of the reasons you hated me was because I worked a full-time job, right? Were you jealous of me or something?
I respected the fact that you were working full-time. I just thought it would be too much once you had a child. That's why I was warning you. I may have used a pretty harsh tone, though. I was just trying to do you a favor.
Oh, so you were just doing me a favor.
I'm 58 years old. Do you seriously expect an elderly woman like me to start working from this age? I should be being treated with much more respect from all of you.
Well, you don't really have a choice. You're going to be all alone, so you're gonna need a source of income. Who knows, you might even enjoy working.
Oh, come on, don't be like that.
I don't even know why you're thinking that I'm going to forgive you. You attacked my sister and you broke both her legs. That is something that cannot be forgiven. I hope you rot in prison.
Please, just calm down and think this through again. I think we can talk this out and come to a better solution.
Actually, I am very calm. I'm very content with how things are going. I think it's you that needs to calm down. I think it's about time you realize how badly you managed to mess up.
That's very true. I'll calm down, so please consider forgiving me. I realize that what I did was unacceptable and that I upset you very much. I also apologize to your sister for hurting her. Are you happy now? Would you please stop being angry now?
Are you serious? I am not going to suddenly forgive you for apologizing to me over text. You hurt me and my precious family. You tried to sabotage my wedding. These are things that I'm never going to forgive you for. I want you to promise me that you'll never come near me or my family ever again. Is that clear?
Well, I don't really agree with that. I want to try to become closer with you after all.
Oh, don't even bother trying. We're also going to be asking you to pay for our medical fees. We had to call the ambulance twice, so it's going to be a pretty large amount. You're going to pay us, no matter what.
That's just too many things for me to deal with. I think my head is going to explode.
You're also going to have to talk with Alan because you cheated on him. I'm pretty sure that he's not too happy about that.
Oh my. Oh, what have I done? My brain is overloaded. My life is completely over.
At least you're going to have plenty of time to reflect on yourself in prison. Anyway, I've got to go get ready for my wedding now. Goodbye forever, Katie.
Don't say that. I need you in my life. I basically have no one else to save me. Please, I'll do anything you want.
Katie was arrested inside her hotel room right after we finished having our conversation. Mike had already confessed to everything, so she had no way out. Both of them were sent to prison, and they're probably going to be spending a couple of years behind bars. I am adamant on getting her to pay me for all the medical bills when she gets out. On the other hand, our wedding went very smoothly, and I'm currently living a very happy life as newlyweds. Alan decided to move in with us, like originally planned, and the three of us get along very well. Recently, I also found out that I was pregnant. I cannot wait for the day when our baby is born.
I just had the most passionate night with your boyfriend. I had no idea that he was so good in bed. I guess you guys won't be getting married anymore.
Wait, really? I can't believe it actually became true. I'm kind of surprised.
Wait, what? That's your reaction? What are you even talking about?
Everything that my fortune teller told me came true. She told me that I would lose something really important to me at some point this month.
Whoa, that's kind of freaky. It looks like you're going to be losing your boyfriend to me, after all. You were also meant to get married to him this month, right?
Could you just give me one moment? My fortune teller told me that my lucky color for this week was green. I'm going to go and wear green clothes now. I want something lucky to happen to me after hearing this bad news from you.
Would you please listen to what I have to say? I still haven't finished saying everything. You're such a weird person. Who believes in that kind of crap? I totally get why Max cheated on you with me.
It's strange, though. I was told I'd be lucky this week. Maybe I need to acquire more green-colored items.
What is wrong with you? Weirdo? I bet you're just saying this to hide the fact that you're getting really upset.
Could you hold on a minute? I'm trying to put on all my green accessories as well.
OMG! It feels like I'm having a conversation with an alien or something.
I'm not sure if I should put on this necklace, though. It's more of a bluish green. Maybe this wouldn't count as my lucky item.
Just stop! None of that is going to make any difference. Lucky colors and fortune-telling are all just a bunch of crap. It's a scam to get money from idiots like you. Your luck is just gonna keep getting worse. Would you please just listen to what I want to tell you?
Do I really have to? I'm kind of scared now.
Of course you do! It's something very important. Max is going to be my boyfriend from today. He's no longer going to get married to you. Do you understand what I'm saying? He's mine! Don't you dare come near him ever again. You go and find an alien to get married to. You're way too weird for us humans.
That's no good. I wonder why I'm so unlucky today. I'm wearing so much green stuff. It was meant to be my lucky color.
You don't have to cancel the wedding, by the way.
Why, though? I should cancel it if I'm not going to marry Max.
I'm going to marry him instead at the same wedding venue. Thanks so much for preparing everything. I'll make sure to enjoy it. You haven't sent out the wedding invites yet, right? I haven't received one after all. I'm like your best friend.
I had them all prepared. I was planning on sending them out at some point this week.
Well then, there's no need to send them out. Would you just send me a bunch of blank invites? I'm going to send them out to my family and friends instead. Max has agreed to all of this, BTW.
Are you really serious about all this? Is this not some kind of prank? I thought that we were pretty close friends. We've known each other since middle school.
Yeah, I'm dead serious. I just couldn't resist because he was so my type. Also, I never really thought of you as a close friend. You're a little different to most people after all.
You never thought of me as a close friend?
Not at all. You know what? This is the perfect opportunity. I'll tell you how I really feel about you. I absolutely hate your face, personality, and your voice. Basically everything about you. The only thing I liked about you was how obedient you were. You always listened to whatever I said.
That's the only thing you liked about me?
We've known each other for so long. I also despised you for taking Max. He was meant to be mine. I was absolutely distraught when I heard that you were dating him. My pride was in absolute shambles. I mean, how could I lose to a weirdo like you? I don't mind it too much now that he's mine, though. I'm just amazed that my fortune teller was able to predict this. She told me that I would lose two things that are very important to me. Are you even listening to what I'm saying? Stop talking about all that crap! Yeah, I am listening. I don't believe you. Repeat everything that I told you today, then. Okay, sure. You slept with Max and decided to steal him from me. My marriage with him... What about the marriage? Come on, tell me what's going to happen to your marriage. My marriage with him is no longer going to happen. Aw, well done! I'm so proud that you remembered everything. You can come to our wedding, BTW, if you really want. You know the venue and the time, right? It was meant to be your wedding after all. I'd love for you to be there. How could you say this to me? I know that you're free on the day of the wedding. Your plans got canceled after all. I thought you were my friend. I really trusted you. I can't believe you would betray me like this. It's a little too much for me to handle. That's too bad. I'm actually having a great time seeing you get so upset. It's a shame that you quit your job because you were planning to become a housewife. I've managed to ruin your entire life. It just feels so damn good. I still can't believe that this is really happening. I'm going to talk to Max about this directly. I don't know if I should trust what you're saying. That's impossible. You're never going to be able to talk to him ever again. He's blocked and deleted your number already. Just give up already. Are you sure about that? I was texting him just yesterday. Stop whining about everything. Just admit that you lost. He's mine now. Now that I've told you everything, me and Max can go ahead and get married. I've got to start getting ready for my wedding now. There's just so much I have to prepare for. I don't have the time to be talking to you anymore. Goodbye, loser. Kate? Why did you send me this photo? Oops! I'm so clumsy. I was meant to send this to Max instead of you. I'm just so sorry. I'm surprised by how much you were planning to spend on this wedding, by the way. I had no idea you and your family were so rich. I can't believe you were planning to spend $2,000 on just the flowers. The wedding planners told me that they had to import the flowers from Europe. Oh, so they arrived. I was actually going to change the flowers for the bouquet. I found some other ones that I liked more. What? So you were willing to just ditch the $2,000 bouquet? Just how rich are you? Life's just not fair at all. At least I managed to take Max in your wedding from you. The wedding dress is fabulous, BTW. I heard you got it custom ordered from Anna Campbell Bridal. My jaw dropped when I first got to see it. It's the most beautiful thing that I've ever seen. I'm basically the same height as you, so I'm going to be wearing this dress at my wedding. You didn't try the dress on, did you? Are you blind or something? Try paying a little more attention. I was wearing it in the photo I sent to you earlier. Oh yeah, I guess so. I didn't notice. Also, why are you asking me that? It's not your dress anymore. It's my dress. I can wear it whenever I want to. That dress was really expensive. I had it custom made for myself. I know it was expensive. Stop stating the obvious. Oh, the skin feels so nice on my skin. It's just so smooth. I could wear this all day. I'm just too excited for my wedding. I I never thought I would get to experience such a luxurious wedding! So you really are planning to take over this entire wedding from me, then? Of course I am! I would never pass up on an opportunity like this. Even Max is getting really excited to marry me. He's defo gonna be happier marrying me than a weirdo like you. We told the wedding planners that the name of the bride was incorrect. The wedding is happening under my name now. The venue is so perfect as well. An ocean view? OMG, it's just like a perfect dream. It's defo gonna be the best day of my life. It's probably gonna be the worst day of your life, though. It's just so damn satisfying. Did you send me the photo on purpose by any chance? I think it's a pretty difficult mistake to make. What? You only just realized? Of course I sent it to you on purpose. I can't believe that you would go this far. Haven't you ruined my life enough already? Nope. I still haven't had enough. I could do this all day. I thought that my luck was meant to increase this week. At least, that's what my fortune teller told me. You still believe in that stuff? Why don't you go find a four-leaf clover or something? All this crap is just a way for you to escape reality. How about you accept what's happening to you for once? My lucky item this week was meant to be a rose. I guess I should go and buy a couple more. I really want to get more lucky this week. You go and do that then. It's not going to change anything at all. I'm going to get going and start sending out some wedding invites then. I sent you a wedding invite! You better come to my wedding. I've already put your name on the guest list. So you really are going to go through with stealing my entire wedding? How many times do I have to tell you this? It's my wedding now! I've already sent out your invites, so you can't say no, okay? I guess I'm just gonna have to attend then. There we go! You finally accepted the reality. At least you'll be able to enjoy the food that you had planned. I can't believe you hired professional French chefs to make an entire course dinner for everyone. This is just gonna be the best day of my life. I'm glad you're looking forward to it so much. Are you gonna be able to pay for it all, though? Huh? I thought that all the payments had been completed already. Max told me that your parents had already paid for it all. Actually, none of it's been paid for. My parents were planning on paying for it, but I stopped them when you texted me the other day. What? You're not serious, are you? You should be the one paying for the wedding if you're going to be the bride. Why should my family have to pay for your wedding? Oh God, this is so not good. I gotta hurry up and talk to Max about it. He's not answering any of my calls. It says that his number no longer exists. That's probably because he received my letter that I sent him. I told him that he would have to pay for the wedding himself. He might have gotten scared and ran away. You sent him a letter? Yeah, he blocked my number, so that was the only way I could contact him. I needed to let him know that my parents weren't going to pay for any of the wedding anymore. Yikes. This is not good. How much even is this wedding? Surely it can't be too much. Around $15,000 just for renting the venue. What did you just say? Then there's the dress, catering services, decorations, and so much more. I think the entire wedding comes out to around $30,000. What? $30,000? I'm canceling this wedding right away. There's not much time till the wedding date, so it's going to cost some money to cancel it. I think the cancellation fee will be around 50%. So, around $15,000? Did you just say $15,000 just to cancel the wedding? You're joking, right? Not at all. A lot of the preparations for the wedding have already been completed after all. I guess Max got scared of the cancellation fees and just ran away from you. There's also one more thing I forgot to tell you. I'm going to be suing both you and Max for having an affair. I am so suing you for all this. You ruined my wedding. You pay for it. I don't think so. You guys weren't even married. Actually, I can still sue you. It doesn't change the fact that you caused this mess. But actually, we were already married when you slept with him. I had handed in our marriage registration already. Max never mentioned anything about this to me. He can be a little forgetful about details sometimes. That's just the kind of guy he is. I can't believe this. I don't know what I should be doing now. Ugh, I can't believe that Max would just abandon me like this. You better not run away like he did. I'm going to make sure that you apologize to me and just pay up, will you? I know that you were bad-mouthing me on Instagram as well. You were boasting about how you had stolen my wedding from me. You insulted me over and over on your story. I saw it all and took screenshots as evidence. I think I could even sue you for defamation for this. That's a crime that can be punished by the law. Maybe I'll go and report you to the police. No. Please don't. Not the police. You're going to have a criminal record if I report you. Please don't do that. Hey, we're like close friends, right? We've known each other since middle school. You're like my bestie. Would you please not report me to the police? Now you're calling me my bestie? You've completely changed your mind. I know that you don't really mean it. I'm going to make you pay for everything you've done. You've already betrayed my trust completely. But I said sorry to you already. Please forgive me. It's all Max's fault. Why are you blaming me for all of this? You don't need to worry about him. I'm going to make him pay for everything that he did as well. I can't believe he betrayed me like this just before we had our wedding. I'm also going to report everything that he did to his workplace. I'm pretty sure he's going to be losing his job. I just thought of a great solution. How about I go and find Max and bring him to you? If I do that, could you forgive me and not report me to the police? There's no need for you to do that. I've already called his parents. I'm sure we'll find him pretty soon. Oh, I see. What can I do instead to be forgiven then? I really don't want to be arrested. I don't want to pay you anything. I can't. That's too bad then. I have no intention of forgiving you at all. My fortune teller told me that I shouldn't have second thoughts. She said that I should go through with whatever decision I make. Therefore, I have no intention of ever forgiving you. Oh yeah, you're a Capricorn, right? Yeah, I am. Why does that matter? The weekly horoscope said that Capricorn would have terrible luck this week. You should probably be careful this week. I just received a text from Max's parents. They've managed to catch him. They've also told him to pay me a settlement and agree to end our engagement. I'm glad that's all sorted out now. Does that mean you're going to forgive me then? Not at all. I've just hired a very expensive lawyer to help me sort all of this out. You better be prepared. Also, you're going to have to talk about the wedding cancellation fees with Max. I'm not going to have anything to do with that. I never should have stolen Max from you. I also shouldn't have taken the wedding that you prepared. I've realized that what I did was absolutely unacceptable. I promise that I'll be a good friend to you from now on. Could we please talk this out? I'll literally do anything that you tell me to do if you can forgive me for this. I'm sorry, but I've got to listen to what my fortune teller told me. She told me to go through with any decision that I make. I am not going to have second thoughts about any of this. Everything that my fortune teller has told me has come true. I'm going to continue listening to her advice. You shouldn't listen to what a fortune teller says. It's just a bunch of crap. What did you just say? Oh, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean that. I think fortune tellers are very respectable and truthful. Yeah, that's what I thought. Maybe you should go and talk to my fortune teller. She'll tell you what your lucky color for this week is. I really recommend it. You're gonna need some luck because your future is looking very bleak. I don't have any savings! I have nothing! Please would you do something about the wedding cancellation fees? You and your family are rich, right? Please, please, please! I'm rich, but I have no obligation to help you out. Best of luck with all the payments. Would you please show me a little empathy? We're friends, right? Wait, how come you aren't replying to me? Excuse me? Hello? Please don't ignore me like this. Ah, my life is over! I hired a lawyer and immediately asked Max and Kate to pay me for the cancellation fees and emotional damages. Max ended up running away after paying me the settlement fee. Kate was left all by herself to pay the entire cancellation fee for the wedding. I also reported Kate to the police for defamation. I showed them all the proof of her damaging my reputation on Instagram. She was taken in for questioning by the police, and it looks like she might get a criminal record for it. It looks like she's going to have a very difficult life ahead of her. I managed to end my engagement with Max and was back to living a peaceful life. A few months later, my fortune teller told me that I would have a very lucky month. The very next day, I met a wonderful guy at the bar and we got along very well together. Maybe this guy is finally going to be the guy I spend the rest of my life with. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please consider subscribing and pressing the like button.